An eye-opening national intelligence report is raising new questions about the existence of extraterrestrial life and our place in the universe. For the first time ever, the government admits it cannot explain more than 140 military sightings of unidentified flying objects.
Colorado has a deep history when it comes to the study of UFOs. Investigative reporter Dan Beatty explains how the government's research stretches all the way from the stars down to the ground here in Colorado.
Colorado currently ranks 13th in the country when it comes to UFO sightings. Last year, 128 Colorado sightings were reported to the National UFO Reporting Center. Some from Colorado Springs, some from Pueblo, even Canyon City. Are we alone? It's a question that's been asked for decades. But now, the government admits for more than 140 sightings, they have no explanation. April 2020, the Pentagon releases 3 separate videos. There's a whole fleet of them. 3 separate instances of unexplainable aerial phenomena captured on video by Navy pilots. It's rotated. One of the videos captured back in 2004 off the coast of Southern California, now coined the Tic Tac UFO. According to a Pentagon report of the sighting, the pilot said the object's shape was an elongated egg with an exterior like a thick tic tac. The pilot said, quote, "It ascended quickly at a supersonic speed."
It sort of jumped from spot to spot and tumbled around in a way that was unpredictable. And then it just disappeared. It zoomed out of the picture so fast. And the whole time we're on the radio with each other, just sort of losing our minds.
Government agencies like the FAA encourage people to report UFO sightings to the National UFO Reporting Center. Southern Colorado is no stranger to unexplained objects in the sky. Since the organization started gathering the reports in 1995, Colorado Springs has had 270 reported UFO sightings, while Pueblo and Pueblo West share a combined 106. The UFO Reporting Center tells 13 Investigates they're unaware of any follow-up investigations into any of these reported sightings.
Look up. That's all you got to do is look up.
Judy Messeline is the owner of Colorado's UFO Watchtower in the small town of Hooper, 3 hours southwest of Colorado Springs. It's an area where UFO sightings commonly find themselves in the local paper. Judy says UFO enthusiasts pilgrimage from all over the world to her tower to quench their curiosity.
They want to see something. Some do, some don't. We've had 282 sightings from here, and see, they're all in this book. Some people even got pictures.
Judy is not searching just for UFOs, but answers, and she's not alone. On June 25th of this year, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a 9-page report to Congress encompassing 144 incidents of unidentified aerial phenomena from 2004 to 2021. Many of these incidents were spotted by Navy personnel. The report says these objects lack a single explanation, but a number of them displayed unusual flight characteristics, demonstrate advanced technology, and may pose a threat to national security. Megan Friedel is the head of archives at the University of Colorado. The university has one of the only remaining copies of the most notable government commission report of UFOs prior to June of this year. The Condon Commission was a team effort led by renowned University of Colorado physics professor Edward Condon from 1966 to 1968. He was tasked by the government to review hundreds of alleged UFO sightings across the country, many recorded by the Air Force, like this sighting captured by a film crew at California's Vandenberg Air Force Base in 1963. Reports of a bright star-like object passing a missile.
By the 60s, the government, as well as members of the public, started asking whether it was worth funding this research. Here, we know the government's been doing this for so long. Is it worth spending taxpayer money on this?
But 20 years after the Air Force started recording these phenomena, the Condon report said they should stop, concluding that nothing has come from the study of UFOs.
They're all going against the wind.
It would take 53 years for the government to change course, deciding those unidentified objects in the sky did in fact warrant investigation. Their results released publicly in June, concluding more government funding and cooperation from all military branches is needed to seek answers. With a newfound government interest in UFOs, the stigma surrounding the question, are we alone, might just be fading.
People aren't going to be afraid to talk about it. Before, they were afraid to talk about it because they didn't want to be made fun of. Just keep an open mind and look up at that sky. It's amazing what you'll see.
Dan Beatty, 13 Investigates.
Well, in 2020, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force was established within the Navy to further study the UFOs.
If approved, the 2022 National Defense Authorization Act would replace the task force and create a new office directly under the Secretary of Defense, tasked with producing annual reports to Congress. Kind of scared of what they may find.